dia ada video.
Yeah, I've done my part. You want to see it?
Ya, cool.
Dzień dobry. Hello everyone. As our presentation before, there are so many things to show you guys about what Poland culture means to all of you. Here we have something that we want to show how manners in Poland will amaze you, as what Polish people said, dobre maniery. In some parts of Poland, especially in Warsaw, it is quite popular to say dzień dobry and dziękuję ci. Next, to address Poles properly, you need to use pan for man and pani for woman together with their surname. It is not pleasure to call people by their first name. Typical to bring a small gift such as flowers. When giving flowers, it is important to not give yellow chrysanthemums. These are flowers only used for funerals and won't be received well.
When it comes to flowers, also try to avoid red or white flowers, especially lilies and carnations.
Next, most men consider themselves judge of fine drink, and for men the standard gift is alcohol. Next, during dinner, Poles usually drink alcoholic drinks, but if you want to abstain from it, keep on saying no. Bonus slides or dodatkowe. Last but not least, if you tuck your hands in one pocket, it is best to avoid this gesture.
Wow, I didn't realize that both have similar manners.
Yeah, I know, right? It's cool. It's what Polish people say, dobre maniery, which means good manners. So what about yours? Have you done your part?
Yeah, actually I found a video on the YouTube.
Oh, mind to share?
Yeah, sure.
Fred, massage, soli, narko, Cristo, nangipi na lang, kaya basta ulit ako. Bagat teraz z tyłu, bagat z tyłu! Ja mam Marek!
Coś ma zdjęcie.
Actually, it is a loaf of bread that's sprinkled with salt. The bread symbolizing as a hope that the bride and groom will never be hungry or be in need. While the salt conveys that maybe there is a time that difficult, but they must learn to cope with the struggles and their marriage, life after marriage.
Oh, okay. How about the water? I see they were drinking the water after they eat, right?
I think based on my research, it is a wine that symbolizes as a joy, and they will never go thirsty.
Oh, by the way, I have a Malaysian friend who lived there for 7 years. Should I call him to help our cinema?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, sure. Let me call.
Hello, Ishita. Why are you calling? Oh, you wanna know what Polish usually eat? Right. Well, Polish eating habit are surprising in many aspects. In contrast, with much of the English-speaking world, the traditional daily menu in Poland comprise 5 meals, not 3. At breakfast, Poles often start with the day with meat or eggs. They commonly have what they call a sandwich, meaning a slice of bread topped with kolkat or kielbasa, which is a sausage, or scrambled and scrambled. They can also be a side of dairy, either cafe or quite cheese mixed with radish. On 11 a.m., they had their second breakfast. Yes, you hear it right. In Poland, one is allowed a second breakfast every day, not just on weekend, like a muesli brunch. The catch is that it usually consists of another slice of bread with kielbasa. This is a meal often eaten on the go, so it need to be easy to carry, like boiled egg, or little dry sausage called kabanozi, and of course sandwich. At 2 p.m., they had their obiad, which is their dinner. Their midday meal is traditional, the largest of the day in Poland. During the week, hardwork Poles have to be certified with a plate of pierogies from the local cafeteria, or else read the roar of their boss and escape for an hour and a half to go to a proper restaurant. Speaking of restaurant, most will offer some sort of special lunch, like a soup and a main course, sometimes with a dessert at an affordable price. Fare at this meal is essential Middle European with cabbage roll, or some sort of stuffed dumpling. Common side also include buckwheat groat and a creamy cucumber salad called miseria. At 5 p.m., we had our evening snack. This is more of a designed snack time than a meal. It is also a cake and pastry time. Cheesecake is an all-time Polish favorite, provided it is served with kakao style with sugar icing and raisin. Another classic, Skaloka is sometimes translated as apple pie, but it really more of a spice apple cake with a crumbly topping. Lastly, they had their supper around 8 p.m. Supper is a subdued affair in Poland. Some will just grab whatever lying around on the kitchen counter. This means more sandwich or leftover. Alright, that's all about Polish dinner menu. Oh, I have a friend from Poland. If you want to know about more about Poland, alright, the number is 48-771-793-336.
A few moments later.
Oh, hello. Yeah, is this Mashita? Yeah, I'm Farul. Yeah, Hazik's friend, yeah. Oh, you want to know a bit more about Poland? Sure thing. I will talk you through. So first of all, Poland is a very artistic country. As you may know, most of the traditional arts are actually well known around the world. So we take for an example, which is the Easter egg. So one of the things that stands out is their elaborately decorated design on the eggs. So how they do this is they're drain and blown out the inside of the eggs and then carve some paintings onto it with some complicated looking and delicate design, and they are painted with either a complete scene or with a complex geometric design, which looks kind of sick to me. And the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the wood carving. Wood carving is like a very common thing there. Everywhere you go, you can see like anything basically made out of wood will be carved. Basically, a Polish carver can carve anything, be it a door frame, utensil, tool, sculpture, furniture, and whatever else they can find are fair game. And then paper cutting. Paper cutting is apparently just gained their popularity during the early 20th century, because back then in the days there are no colored papers and they can't be that creative towards the art, which is kind of a disappointment for them. But then yeah, they're making a comeback during this century, as well as felt, which is some kind of like a wool material, and they make lots of things using this felt thing. I can say typically think of felt as in like ornaments, bags, gloves, and hats, but they also make necklaces, shoes, blankets, and other things out of it. So music has a long history in Poland. So it was dated back then in the 13th century, when their music was either tied with religious music and some church music. And then during the 16th and 17th century, many Polish people learned from Italian composers who were considered more expert in these areas. So they used them, and Italian also introduces opera towards the Polish people. And in the 17th and 18th century, they tried to make their own opera by putting some of their special flair into it. And then we have the Polish opera. So in the same period, we also have the Polish song, which is their own song. It is a combination of a folk song and dance form, and working it together into like a classical musical styles. By doing this, they have their own musical form, such as Marzuka and the Polonaise. And basically when they dance, this is what the dress looks like, as you can see. And I can say it is really unique, and the dress put a lot of effort into it, so we gotta respect that for some reason. And yeah, I think that's all for me. I don't have much time right now, I need to go. So good luck with your assignment.